Thank you for taking the time to attend our project and demonstration. I've been given the pleasure to introduce our app. It's called Fusion, and it's where Alberta's tech industry converges to release boundless energy. First off, let's meet Team Thestral. Team Thestral consists of the following members: Carrie Long, Siddharth Chopra, Danny Nguyen, myself, Sean Derrick, Debbie Butt, who was our product owner, and Greg Fenton, who was our mentor and Scrum Master. Now for the problem. I'm sure you've all been there before. Your time is precious, and you just want to complete a quick Google search and see results that meet your query parameters. Let's say you want to attend a tech-related networking event next week. A quick Google search for technology networking events in Alberta returns 2,380,000 results in 0.54 seconds. Well, Google is quick, if nothing else. So much for a nice, relaxing Saturday afternoon. Now you're endlessly refining query parameters or sorting through seemingly unrelated websites that have been listed because they have mentioned one of the 5 words in their site. I guess that relaxing barbecue you've planned will have to wait until next week. How much easier would it be if you could find these networking events on one site? Next, I'd like to pass you on to my teammate Sid, who will conclude the slide presentation. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for coming today. As a solution to the problem just mentioned by Sean, we have created a platform which we call Fusion that contains a carefully curated list of events which we have named fuses. These fuses, they take place all throughout the year in Alberta, and Fusion will connect people from a wide range of tech industries, whether you are an aspiring or a seasoned stack developer, or a software developer, or a data scientist, or someone like me, who wants to make a transition into tech. Fusion has something for each one of us, or each one of you for that matter. We are absolutely sure and that Fusion will substantially contribute in the already burgeoning Alberta's tech sector. We have used a lot of amazing technologies while creating Fusion. We have used MERN-Stack to construct our 3-tier architecture, the front-end, back-end, and database for our app Fusion. We have used Firebase for authentication of admin. We have used Semantic UI React because Semantic UI React provides the React components that work with Semantic UI CSS libraries that we have also used. We have used DateFNS for formatting the dates in our fuses. We have used Heroku for deploying our app, and we have used Email.js for building a contact form that sends the content of that form to the admin email. Thanks everyone for listening. Now let's turn over to my next team member, Denny, for the demo.
All right, Sid, thank you so much. My name is Danny Nguyen, and good morning, everyone. We are going to walk you through a hands-on demo of our product through the eyes of Chad Bono, who is a recent graduate of Thin Air Labs bootcamp and is looking to start making some connections here in the local tech industry. So he hears about our website from a friend of his. He lands here and he sees, look at that. There's already some events or fuses, as mentioned earlier, coming up within the next month here. So he's able to click on it and look at that. There's already an event happening later on today. He might be able to check that out just a little bit later. But you can see here that there's a couple events here, but he wants to see if there's a couple other options, So he looks into the categories. And, ooh, animation, that might be something he's interested. Nothing quite there. How about, let me see. Game development, that's something there. Not quite. Maybe he should just focus back on networking. And look at that. He's able to find fuses related to whatever he's looking for. But, he's got some time coming up in the next couple of months that he's looking to fill up. So he goes over to the calendar here. And you can see here that, wow, there's been a lot of fuses that have been added over the last year or so. So he looks through and he sees there's some stuff in February. What about April? Let me see. Hey, there's one event coming up there. Anything in May? No? How about in June? Perfect. So he's able to go in here, pull up the information he needs, and he's able to sign up. However, he did hear from a friend of his that there's a really cool event coming up tomorrow, in fact, and he wants to see if he can actually send some info about it. So he goes into contact, and he starts filling in his information, and right afterwards, he's able to send this right off to the administrator, who's then able to add this directly to the database where it'll dynamically be added right to the system. Just like that. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Carrie, who will be talking about the administrative side.
Thanks, Danny, and thanks everybody for coming this morning. So our administration, our administrator, Debbie, has gotten this email from Chad and can now log into her admin console and click Create a Fuse to add that information directly into Fusion. I've added some nice date and time pickers to make it easy. Tags are super important because that's how we're actually making it easier for you to find the fuses in Fusion. All right, and now that fuse is automatically added to the database. And Debbie's just received another email from an event host that they need to update some information. So now she can come in and click Update a Fuse. Find that fuse in the list. Edit the information like the date and the description. Any information really, but the date and the description are key components of any fuse. And again, once we click confirm, that is immediately updated in Fusion. But wait, now she's received yet another email. Oh, sorry, Danny. She's received yet another email from another organizer of a fuse that they need it deleted. So she can just click delete, come right in here, find it in the list, delete it. And then we put a fail safe in to make sure that we're actually deleting the fuse that we want to delete. We have added in some functionality as well for Debbie to be able to update her profile, as well as when she gets super slammed with all the fuse requests, she can add another admin. All right. And now a little bit more about our team. So our team is Debbie, who actually is our product owner and administrator, Danny, myself, Sean, and Sid. We've actually deployed this to Heroku, and we will provide you with the URL in the chat here soon. And like the last team, I think all of us found that this was a huge roller coaster ride of learnings and things that we needed to learn and change and adapt and pivot. For me, a lot of the date stuff was the hardest thing. What about the rest of you guys? What was your hardest thing or biggest learning?
Oh, definitely dates. Definitely dates. Dates in JS, oh, they are nightmares. No doubt about that.
For myself, definitely it had to be learning to work as part of a group. Honestly, I come from a service background where I'm very much used to being left on my own and figuring everything out by myself. But being able to work in an agile environment and being able to learn to work with such fantastic people really has taught me a different way to be able to approach problems and to be able to work together and create something I can honestly be proud of.
For myself, I think it was just a pretty sharp learning curve, and it really opened my eyes to the endless possibilities, I guess, there are in tech, and also the focus, I guess, on collaboration and not being afraid to reach out and ask for help when you are stuck. It's a continual learning process, and we succeed as a team in the end. And that's the important thing. Very proud of what we've produced. Thank you.